Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review we're going to be taking a look now at more figures and characters from the Vintage Collection line, and yet again this is another review from the Tartakovsky Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show. Now in today's review we're going to take a look at a clone trooper that makes an appearance in this TV show, and the character we are going to take a look at today is this one. It is the ARC Trooper from the Star Wars The Clone Wars animated TV show. So this is indeed the blue ARC Trooper that makes an appearance in both series of this Clone Wars TV show. It's a nice figure that I've recently obviously pre-ordered and obviously managed to get it as part of my Star Wars collection. The figure itself is okay. I do have a couple of small issues personally with my sample, but apart from that it's a decent figure for my collection. A few nitpicks as well with the weaponry and the ammunition holder, i.e. the blaster holder and holders there. But apart from that it's a decent figure, but I do just have a small couple of nitpickings with my sample personally. But apart from that I do think it is a nice figure indeed. So that's the ARC Trooper. Now before we get into the main part of the review, we'll take a look at the Vintage Collection packaging that comes with this character. As you see, this is a stunning bit of artwork yet again from the Vintage Collection guys. At the top you've obviously got the Star Wars, the Clone Wars logo there, the name of the character in action, the Kenner logo, the plastic bubble that obviously protects the figure, and a beautiful shot of the ARC Trooper in action. Now when I mention I have a few nitpicks and a few moans and groans about this figure, the blaster pistols we've got, they are fine, but I would have liked to have seen this blaster rifle with this ARC Trooper, but that's just being me really. So hopefully Vintage Collection can obviously improve that if they were to re-release this figure, but that's just me being a bit nitpicky, I must say. On the back you've obviously got the Star Wars logo there, images of the characters at the, I believe, the start of the second series where they're obviously hunting Grievous and obviously saving their Jedi generals. At the bottom you've obviously got the legal stuff, the 50th anniversary on the back and also on the front there, and obviously the timeline that indicates where this figure slash character is from. So that's really cool. So that's pretty much it for the ARC Troopers packaging. Let's take a look at this figure in more detail. Now as I said, a few nitpicks here, it's just my personal opinion with my sample, but hopefully I could eventually get a few better versions of this figure down the line, because I am planning on an army building a few of these guys. Hopefully down the line I can get a few more of these. So we'll start off with articulation. As you see, this ARC Trooper, he does come with a swivel and a bowl joint at the head. There's movement in the shoulders like so, that can move. Movement in the elbows and in the wrists. Torso is movable as well, so we've got a little bit of a hinge at the legs. Movement in the tops of the legs, in the knees, and obviously in the ankles as well, with a like little rocker joint. He does come with obviously two large blaster pistols, which are nicely sculpted, I must say. Sculpted in a black plastic. Obviously got one in his right arm and obviously one in the holster. Obviously it can be removed like so and placed in the holster itself, but I do have an issue with this, i.e. you can put it in and it's not really a perfect fit in some instances. Obviously this figure could fall off the shelf and you could lose your blaster pistol, and the problem with my sample is obviously I've displaying it into one hand, but when I go to place it in this left hand it does struggle to fit in, and I don't want to put too much force because obviously it will break, and that's one of the best bits I can do, I'm afraid. I don't want to do it with force, so obviously I can remove it and obviously have it at the side of his left leg and everything, but that's just me and my opinion really. The left sculpted hand is a little bit funny. Like I said, I have moved the hand like so, where you can place it in there, but sometimes it doesn't fit, but that's just my opinion really. The sculpted belt is nicely done. It's obviously a nice light material that they've used, so nothing wrong there and everything. I do like what they've done there and everything. The posability is not too bad. There's a little bit of restriction in the elbow, sorry, the shoulder. You can move it a bit, but obviously it's a little bit restricted there. The pauldron is nicely sculpted, and obviously it does come with a removable helmet, which obviously is a nice feature. And I'll show you an in-depth look at the helmet itself. And you've got a really nice, and I'm not too sure if this is a brand new head sculpt as well. So I'll just give you a zoom in of the character itself. So as you see, this is the ARC Trooper's look. Obviously he's got a little goatee beard at the bottom, and obviously if you turn the head, he's got sort of like a mohawk haircut that's grown back quickly. Obviously at the top you've obviously got the ammunition pouch, which is nicely done. Really nicely done, I must say. Nice shade of blue on the arms and on the knee pads and everything. Obviously got the blaster pistol at the left hand side of his leg, and obviously the right is empty. Turning around, it's not too bad. Got some really nice bits of detail there and everything. But as I said, my only issue is I would have liked to have seen the rifle with this figure. But that's just me being me really. The helmet is nicely done. Really nice shade of blue. The visor has been sculpted nicely as well. Let me just remove the blaster pistol out of the way. So you've really got a nice sculpted visor there, and a nice shade of blue on the helmet. So that's nicely done there. Another thing I like to point out is on the packaging, and obviously the back part there, which you can't really see, it does have a, I believe it's like a green communicator. Hasbro have missed that out there, so obviously you see the green communicator where he's holding it with his left arm, green bits of markings there. They haven't included it on the left wrist there, or the left arm, so that is a shame. Like I said, it's a few nitpicks from me, but it doesn't make this an awful figure to buy. I must say I do like what they have done. My only issues is obviously with the stuff on the wrist, the holsters, the handling in the left sample of the hand, and obviously the large rifle as well, which is on the packaging but obviously not on this figure. But apart from that, the figure itself is nice. Like I said, I do like it, but it's just a few nitpicks from me and everything with detail and weaponry. But apart from that, this figure is nice, and if you do want to army build them, hopefully you can, because obviously these have recently been released in the UK, so hopefully you can pick up a few more of these guys and army build them around this fella, which is the ARC Trooper Captain, which we'll be having a look in my next review. Apart from my nitpicking and a little bit of moaning there, this figure is nice, but just falls short in the cutter departments with accessories, a little bit of posability, and obviously safe storage for his weapons, and a little bit of paint as well. But apart from that, this ARC Trooper from the Clone Wars TV show, it's a nice figure, but it just falls short in my opinion in certain places. So that has been pretty much it for the ARC Trooper from the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show. I'll be back with obviously the ARC Trooper Captain, which I've just given you a look at. One more review, and then after that we'll be taking a look at some Clone Wars Jedi. So yet again, thank you very much for watching everyone. Be sure to obviously subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very, very soon. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Look after yourself, and as always, may the Force be with you.